ఓకే డైరెక్టేనా లైవ్ ఉంది కదా షేర్ చేశారా
ఆల్రెడీ లైవ్ ఇచ్చేసాను సార్.
ఓకే ఓకే
ఆల్రెడీ లైవ్ ఇచ్చాను నేను.
ఓకే వచ్చిందా ఓకే
How many have joined, not joined, check చేసుకుంటారండి.
సార్ వన్ సెకండ్
ఎంతమంది జాయిన్
ఎంతమంది జాయిన్ అయ్యారు
How many have joined?
10 o'clock స్టార్టింగ్ సార్. సెకండ్ 10 o'clock సెషన్.
57
ఏం చేస్తున్నారు?
ఎంతమంది జాయిన్ ఎవరన్నా జాయిన్ అయ్యారా లేదా డాక్టర్ చెక్ అవుట్ కదా.
సార్ 30 మెంబర్స్ జాయిన్ అయ్యారు.
Yeah, let's wait. Maybe make an announcement.
చేస్తారంటే విత్ ఇన్ కపుల్ ఆఫ్ మినిట్స్
We'll start the program అని చెప్పండి.
ఓకే సార్
తీసేసి ఫేస్ తీసి
సో వన్ సెకండ్ వాయిస్ కరెక్ట్గా వినపడుతుంది చూస్తారా హెడ్ ఫోన్ చూడండి అదర్వైజ్ మైక్ కనెక్ట్ చేసుకున్నాం
Sir, you can speak. It does not require the microphone. You can speak.
ఓకే సార్ సో గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ ఎవ్రీవన్ ఓకేనా సార్ వాయిస్ ఇస్ ఇట్ ఓకే సో గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ ఎవ్రీవన్ ద సెషన్ విల్ బి స్టార్ట్ వెరీ సూన్ ప్లీజ్ stay on a few minutes. Within a few minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, the session going to be start.
ఇది గరుడ వంతెన చచ్చిపోతున్నాం ప్రతిరోజు. సరే 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 ఓకే సార్. గరుడ వారధి కట్ట దానివల్ల కట్ అయిందంట, చేస్తున్నారంట. 1/2 hour పట్టచ్చు అంటున్నారు అట్లా.
స్టార్ట్ సార్.
అదే సార్ సెట్ చేస్తున్నా. చెప్పండి కరెక్ట్గా కనపడుతుంది సార్. వీడియో కరెక్ట్గా కనపడుతుంది, వాయిస్ వినపడుతుంది. ఓకే ఓకే రైట్ ఓకే. So very good morning participants. So myself Dr. R.Senthamil Selvan, Associate Professor, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering from Chadalawada Ramanamma Engineering College, Tirupati. It is a great pleasure to me to welcome all the participants a 5-day skill development workshop on career guidance and employability for young generations who present here for 5 days. First, I wish to extend my greetings to Dr. Chadalawada Krishnamurti Garu, Founder Chairman of CVS Krishnamurti Teja Charities, being responsible for organizing 5-day workshops. I wish to thank Dr. K. Rajagopal Sir, Advisor, former Vice Chancellor of JNT Anandapur. I wish to thank Dr. Bhaskar Patel Sir, Director, CVS Krishnamurti Teja Charities. I wish to thank Dr. P. Sanjeev Raidu Sir, Principal, Chadalawada Ramanamma Engineering College, Tirupati. I wish to thank Dr. K. Soundarajan Sir, Professor, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering from Chadalawada Ramanamma Engineering College, Tirupati, for their valuable support in conducting this workshop. Also, I convey my heartfelt thanks to heads of various departments, management committees, advisory committee members for their support of conducting this program. Now, I would like to speak about a few words about our Sir completed his BTech from NBKR Institute of Science and Technology, affiliated by SV University. Also, Sir completed his PGCE at UK. Sir have a number of research area and interest, have a lot of areas are there. MRP, JIT, inventory control, production planning, mechanical measurements, operation research and research methodology, operation management, supply chain, performance measurement of supply chain. So total number of research publications are have national and international 25. The number of countries are visited 16 and taught in the 3 countries. Sir has a experience, consulting experience with Oracle at UK. Sir given a guest lecture, expert lecturer, training program from various institutions like NIT, IIT, Allahabad University, Business School. So have Sir given a career counselor and academic career trainer with Engineering Staff College of India, as well as Sir working on ANSYS, MATLAB, SPSS, AMOS. Sir approved as a PhD supervisor under Nagpur University with 5 PhD students working in the area of mechanical and industrial engineering. Also, so I proud to give us some few words about Sir. Have a lot of awards actually. Sir have a member of BCUD RTM Nagpur University in the year of 2016-17. Sir is a program evaluator for a NBA committee, New Delhi, in the year of 2016-17. Sir received Ideal Principal Award by RTM Nagpur University for the year 2014 among 162 professional colleges. Sir received award. as well as sir received Rajiv Gandhi Educational Excellence Award in the year of 2012. Also, sir has received award of Educational Excellence Award by IIEM New Delhi in the year of 2011. So cited in 100 Best Citizens of India for 2011 by International Publishing House in the year of 2011. Also panelist on 2010 Business Excellence Awards by IBM. Sir selected as a member UK Inward Mission 2009 to represent Indian technical education in UK by UK government. Also, Sir is nominated as a Chancellor nominee as Academic Council, members on 2 autonomous institutes in Maharashtra. Also, Sir is a member of Technical Education Board from Government of Maharashtra. Also, Sir is a member of Steering Committee of Academic Council of Nagpur University. So, thank you, sir. Really, I proud myself to speak about our resource person today. I given a really sir profile and all very good. So I proud to say I proud to speak about all the small idea actually. Thank you, sir. Once again, thank you, sir. Thanks for giving me a chance. So now I would like to invite our resource person, Dr. Bhaskar Patel, sir, Director CVS Krishnamurti Teja Charities, to continue the session, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Very good morning to all the participants. Hope I am audible. Since there are more number of participants, the streaming is happening through YouTube. Perhaps there could be a time lag of a few seconds by the time you hear me and by the time you see the slides, what I'm trying to spend through. First and foremost, thank you, CRAC, for this opportunity, and thank the organizers. I think I'm also thankful to the management of CVS Krishnamurti Teja Charities, and more importantly, the participants. Perhaps those participants who are here today and who are going to be for the next 4 days. Today's session, I need to tell you a couple of things. This is more of an ice-breaking session, and therefore any ice-breaking sessions will have few unpleasant experiences. What I mean to say unpleasant experiences are in the form of the questions. That means I shall be raising more questions and seeking answers. And I'm also happy to answer your questions. As I mentioned in the beginning, the streaming is happening through YouTube. Therefore, you'll not be able to talk to me directly. You may drop in your questions through the chat box, and I shall certainly answer them. In fact, I'll be more curious to see your questions and to answer. Okay. So with that note, very good morning once again. Perhaps you're all able to see the first slide. So this is what something, a big question that always bothers me. Why we are not what we are. Whatever we are not that way. So that's my strongest intuition and gut feeling. Therefore, I have chosen the same thing. And in the process, maybe I'll try to answer certain questions and also help provide certain guidelines in the form of direction to become whatever we are, and we become that we are. Okay. So with that note, enough has been said in terms of who am I. People call me Bhaskar Patel, and as of now, you can see on the slide my professional qualifications. And in case if you are unable to see me live, so that's how I look. You got a picture on the screen. And in addition to those academic qualifications, I always prefer describing myself with certain things. What you see on the slide, a Kannada speaking Mandrait from Maharashtra, okay, with a Gujarati surname and kind of a Malayali complexion, English educated and working in India. There is a reason why I brought this again onto the people who are here. Okay, maybe as we pass through, you'll understand why did I mention this. Okay, now what you see on your slide, okay, perhaps the first sentence on that reads, if anyone does not want, I have given a list. So is that slide visible on the screen? Which slide is visible? Yeah. What you see now is I put, if anyone who are present here, if they do not need money, power, a good job, a status, recognition, fame, name, then there is no need for you to do this session. Okay? So if you have already got them, or if you don't want any one of them, okay, you don't need to attend this session. If anyone does not need it, okay, let us know. We would inform the authorities or your parents, and we'll ask them to buy a ticket, a one-way ticket for you to go to Himalayas and spend rest of your life there. Okay, and you don't need to come back. The point, what I'm trying to say, everyone who is present here and those who are not present, everyone looks any one of them or a combination of them, and in fact all of them. So unless or otherwise you renunciated yourself from this worldly materialistic pleasures and pressures, okay, everyone needs them. Now, I belong to a generation, okay, perhaps biologically or biological age, quite older, biological age, okay. I'm not talking of the spiritual age, I'm not talking of the mental age, I'm just talking the biological age. You guys, whoever are attending this, most of you must be in your late teens, okay, late teens or early 20s. Perhaps I am on the wrong side of it. Okay. But the way I look at your generation, is a kind. People say it's young generation and those kind of things. For me, it's a kind of a dilemma generation. Why do I mean to say dilemma generation? As I mentioned, most of those who are in their late teens, okay, or early 20s. Okay? So you people have been attending or attended schools where some good practices, some best practices are taught to you in the school. Okay. One such thing I put here: brush your teeth twice a day. Okay, brush your teeth twice a day. But when you went to school, your teacher said, your miss or mister, they said, brush your teeth twice a day. And then you came home, you did not find anyone brushing their teeth twice a day. So the first question that arose or arises in the mind of every student, whether what I am listening or what I am trying to know in the school, is that correct, or what I am seeing at home, is that correct? So the first ever dilemma that started happening when you were a kid, maybe you've gone to a premier convent school or a government school, whatever it is, good habits, bad habits, people say those things, it happened. And the second one, teachers would have said, Satyameva Jayate, speak truth always. Okay? And I'm sure the teacher time and again said, speak truth. Maybe you might have experienced your parents, your mother, sister, brother, okay? They come to pick up you from school and suddenly their mobile rings, and then you hear your father, sister, brother, whoever attends the phone call, they're saying, I'm out of station, I'll call you later. Okay? I mean, they lie on the mobile. So the second dilemma that starts, what she said in the school, is that truth? Should that be practiced? Or what my father and why my mother, they're saying lies blatantly, is this correct? So for your generation, this is the biggest dilemma, and you guys have grown up with this biggest dilemma. I just cited a couple of examples which you have experienced when you were a child, and I'm sure some of you brave enough also questioned your parents, why did you lie? Or some of you might have even asked your parents, why are you not brushing twice a day? Some of you might have got answers, but I doubt, I have my own doubts, okay, how many actually did that. So therefore, instead of calling you guys as young generation, I prefer to call this is a dilemma generation. Okay, and with that dilemma, and with that conglomeration of dilemmas over a period of time, okay, you have grown to whatever you are physically. I underline, you have grown to whatever you are today physically. That I repeat again. Okay, and as I mentioned in the beginning, the first question. Okay, what are we studying? Okay, what are we studying? It's a very simple, basic question. I know everyone knows the answer. Everyone, whoever is present here, they all know the answer. What's the answer? The answer is engineering. Yeah, this is what we are studying. Whether you call BE or BTech, okay, you are from this institution or any other institution. Okay, we are studying engineering. Very simple question, very straightforward question. Okay, then let's move to another question. Why are we studying? I hope you guys got the answers, but most probably the kind of answer we hear, the answer is a stupid question. Okay. Uh, the reason why I'm saying is it's a stupid question is predominantly the people whomever I interacted and asked, the dilemma generation, the kind of answers they gave. Okay, why are you studying your BTech computer science or electronics communication, mechanical, electrical engineering, whatever branch of engineering they're studying? When I asked them why are you studying, okay, in fact we did quite a lot of study to understand the reasons why the students are studying engineering. Okay, to my surprise, okay, all the answers what we got, if I summarize them, okay, they are into 5-6 categories. Okay, briefly I'll share those categories. I mean, based on the answers, we categorize those reasons. The reasons why students are studying engineering or why you are studying engineering. First and foremost reason they say is my parents have not studied engineering. They asked me to study engineering, so we are studying engineering. Second category of reason is my cousin, my uncle, okay, my aunt, my sister, my brother, they're already completed engineering, they're in US. They said you study engineering, there will be a lot of scope. Second category. And the third reason, we are friends, 6 friends or 7 friends. We all studied together from schooling until now. We all wanted to go to same institute, so we came for engineering. Fourth category, the teachers, maybe in 11th, 12th, or in the school, they said you have to study engineering. Okay, so that's where you have a lot of scope. Therefore, you go and study engineering. Another category of reasons, sir, this is the biggest college in our district or in my hometown, or this is the nearest college, so my parents wanted me to study here. Okay, and another category of reason, especially in Andhra, what happens, Andhra and Karnataka, I believe same is the case in Tamil Nadu, because we did not get into medicine, therefore we came for engineering. And last but not the least, very important category, unfortunately, very unfortunately, that's very important. The answer is we don't know why we are studying. Why we are studying engineering. Seriously, that's why I said it's a kind of a stupid question, because the kind of answers that we got or we get are kind of very alarming in nature. Very, very alarming in nature. Okay. And then all those students, whoever are studying, whether they are in year 4 or year 3, year 2, year 1, if you ask them a basic question, what is engineering? Okay, especially those students who are in third year and fourth year, okay, who aspire for a big placement in quotes, a big pay package. If we ask them a basic question, what is engineering? And apart from blank faces, okay, what do we get? Apart from blank places, we get an answer is out of syllabus, because none of the university examinations the students have taken, be it in autonomous institutions or be it in affiliated colleges, okay, none of the places they have not read a question called what is engineering. Therefore, the question is out of syllabus because that is not taught in the classroom. As simple as that. And very incidentally, the students who have completed half of their engineering, I mean, if you complete 2 years of your engineering successfully, then you are a half engineer or a half boiled engineer. Or those who have completed 3 years, you are 3/4 engineer. Even when I ask them, we do not get appropriate reason. How astonishing is that? Because it's 4 years, whether you like it, you don't like it, even if you hate it, you love it. 4 years of your precious time and the effort, money you put in for a program in 4 years. We have completed 2 years or 3 years or 4 years. We do not know what is it. So we are pursuing something, we are carrying on something which without knowing what it is. It's really shocking for me. The reason why I say this is, I know most of those who are listening to me now or seeing me now, everyone has got a habit of watching films. You guys go to films and you watch films. Before you go to watch a film, I'm sure you will check the credit ratings or the ratings. What kind of film is this? Okay, who is the star cast? Who is the director? Okay, who is the choreographer? What ratings did it get? Okay, who is the stunt master, lead actress, actresses, all those things you check. But then that's only for a 2.5 hour, 3 hour entertainment. So for that we do so much homework, research work, and then we watch that film. That's only for a 2 hour film. On the contrary, we spend 4 years. Even if you don't like it, for rest of your life, you're going to be branded or stamped as you are an engineer. Okay, whatever be branch of your specialization. But then we're pursuing it without knowing what it is actually. I'm not saying any kind of unacceptable statements here. Predominantly the young Turks, okay, especially those students who are even in premier institutions, they fail to answer these questions. I'm sorry to say, even not many faculty understand the importance of letting the students know, okay, telling them what is engineering, be it computer science engineering, electronics communication engineering, electrical electronics communication engineering, mechanical engineering. And the students, they always think, okay, it's out of syllabus. I mean, no one told. So therefore, I need not know. How shame it is. It's really a big shame. Okay, then I'm sure some of you would have got this questions. Just give me a second.
So which link should be clicked so that I can see it? Okay, I'm picking something is coming. That is not. Yes, to me, I'm clicking both the links just to check. Say I click this. Please.
Yes, sorry for the interruption. I just had to take a quick pass. Yeah, and some of those students, okay, the dilemma generation, they also have got this queries. Why should I study? I never was interested in studying. Okay, maybe you had this question when you were a kid, or some of you still carry, because the reasons what I said earlier, we are studying for those reasons. Okay, the answer why are we studying? I gave you certain reasons, categories of reasons. Virat Kohli did not complete college. Why should I? Modi ji did not study in a college. He became the prime minister. Virat Kohli became the captain of an Indian cricket team. Okay, and he plays for RCB for so long. No one sells him. Everyone wants him. And power star, yeah. So this is another very popular film actress in Andhra. Okay, he did not study engineering. Then why am I being forced to study? Whatever. It could be engineering or it could be any other program what you are pursuing. I think a lot many young minds have got this question. I'm not allowed to do, okay, what I'm supposed to do, what I'm good at, or what I wanted to do in life. Okay, because we see these examples, glaring examples in media, because whatever I said in the beginning, all those, okay, uh, things, what I said, like money, power, good job, status, recognition, fame, all these three categories of people have got. Who? If you look at Virat Kohli or Modi ji, what I mentioned are the power star, they have all of them. But none of them did or complete or do a great job in terms of pursuing a course, either in engineering or any other course. Then why my parents are pushing for this? I don't want to. I want to be a musician. I want to play cricket. I want to be into politics. Okay. I want to be a freelance journalist. I want to be an anchor in television. Okay. But I'm not allowed to do it. But instead of that, I'm forced to study whatever I am studying. In fact, I'm compelled to study whatever I'm trying to do. Then this compulsion also kind of a hidden anguish, anxiety in the minds of the people. This is not what I wanted to do. I'm forced to do it. But remember all those three names what I mentioned, whether it's Virat Kohli or Modi ji or Papa Star. So these are the people, kind of an extraordinary people, extraordinary people. And we always think we're ordinary fellows. We're not extraordinary, we're ordinary fellows. Therefore, we have to study. Is that correct? Just because we are ordinary, we think we are ordinary, we have to study? No, that's not the reason why we need to study. I got my own valid reason why we got to study. I think what you see on your screen now is a picture of a circus. Okay, so this is those who have visited circus physically or those who have seen a circus on television, perhaps you will see this kind of a acrobats, feats in the air. Okay, they are normally done at the end of it, at the end of the program. So when this program, this performance is on, everyone sitting in the arena of the circus, they look upwards and they keep appreciating and they clap the people who are doing it. The way those people do it, so there are swings. There are swings. One person moves, swings from one end to the middle, catches hands of the another person and reaches to the other side of the swing. So it all happens in air. And everyone appreciates sitting in the arena on the ground, applauding the efforts of the people, the skill, the efforts. At that point of time, okay, the attention of everyone is on them. Everyone recognizes those acrobatic features of those people in the circus. And I'm sure those who have watched the circus, you would have also noticed while they are performing in the air, at the bottom you will see a net. Okay, a net. In case if they slip from that height, they don't fall on the floor, they fall on the net. I hope most of you might have seen that. Okay, so that they don't injure, they don't break their bones, or they don't lose their life. So I find a typical analogy for this. For all the people like you, me, and everyone, education is like that net. We all want to be politicians, film stars, anchors, cricketers, musicians. Okay, we want to pursue. But what if we fail, if we don't reach that height? Like the fellow who falls from that air in the circus. What is the backup? So for me, the backup is that education. So the net, which does not make you to break into pieces, which does not allow you to break your bones. So for some people, that backup is 10th class. So you build a net 1 feet height. So for some people, it is 12th class. For some people, it is BTech. For some people, it's BTech MTech. For some people, it's BTech MTech PhD. So for me, the reason to study is to build a backup plan in case if I don't succeed in pursuing my internal wish or ambition. I want to be a musician. I practice for 6 years. I don't get an opportunity. I don't succeed. Then how do I complete my rest of my life? So I got to have a backup. So that backup is education. And if that net, okay, as I mentioned, it could be 1 feet height. If you just stop at 10th class, it could be 2 feet height. If you stop at 12, it could be 4 feet height from the ground if you're stopping at BTech. And that net has to be tight. The analogy what I draw saying net has to be tight is that when you are studying, you should study well so that the net is tight. If the net is tight, then only you can fall. When you fall on the net, still you will be able to swing and jump on the net. But if the net is loose, okay, you will slip through the net and fall on the ground and break your bones. So whatever you are studying, if you study well, then it will support you as plan B. Even if you are getting into engineering, unless you study well, even that engineering degree or piece of paper is of no use. Believe me, using this education as plan B definitely makes us, moves us, turns us from ordinary to extraordinary. That is the reason why all those children who come from either lower middle class or slightly upper middle class, they say you have to study. You have to study. Whatever you want to do, first complete your studies, because education is a backup for life. So this is a prominent reason why, whether you are a faculty members, heads of the departments, your parents, or the society generally says you got to study well. Because if you study well, your net will be tight. If your net is tight, the net is tight. Even if you fall from a height, like the way those acrobatic circus men fall from the height, you will not be falling on the ground. Still, you will be somewhere in the air. So therefore, for me, the reason why someone should study, at least in India, is that it allows us to have a backup plan for our continuation of existence and then living. Okay? With that, moving on to another very intriguing question for me whenever I talk to all the youngsters, okay, across the nation. I'm lucky to have spoken to more than 30,000 students in various platforms and various groups, okay. And there again, I always ask them when I interact with them, when I talk to them, okay, we ask this: what is our most common problem to all the youngsters? Most common problem across gender, across language, across culture, across graduation, whether you're studying in X college, Y college, whether you're studying engineering, you're studying medicine, it does not matter. Whether you're studying pharmacy, whatever it is, or even within engineering, if you're studying first year, second year, or you're studying computer science, electronics, whatever it is, what is the most common problem? Maybe the question is a bit tougher. These are only problems, okay? What you see on your screen, they're only the problems. They're not the common problems. Immediately when we say the problems, okay, sir, there is no network in my room, in my area, okay, and in my institution there is no placement. Wherever we dine, the food is not good, or I don't look good. That also we treat as a problem. And there is no balance in my phone. In my college, they don't give good internal marks, etc., etc. These are just problems, but these are not the common problems for the youngsters like you who are studying in UG programs. Okay, but my question was, what's our most common problem? I'm not asking individual problems. Individual problems could be like this, but do believe me, okay, the problems what you see in the screen, some of them I listed. There are quite a lot of such similar problems what you indicate. Okay, I don't have confidence. Okay, those kind of things also come. That's why I put etc. twice. Okay, these are just temporary problems, but there is a more serious problem, a most common problem for all the youngsters like you guys who are listening to me. Okay, and those who are not listening to me also. I just summarized that. Okay, I just summarized that in one statement, which is very kind of a very favorite statement of mine. I wish and hope every time that someone contradicts my statement. Okay, the way I summarized it, the most common problem, okay, we do not know what we know, we also don't know what we do not know. It might sound stupid, okay, it might sound stupid, but that's a blatant truth. I repeat, we do not know what we know, we also do not know what we do not know. So that is the most common problem I look at, I find across most of the young generations. You may not agree to what I'm saying, but I can still prove it. Okay, and I'll be, as I said, I'll be very happy if you guys prove me wrong. You can do a little exercise in terms of proving me wrong and proving my statement wrong. So what you see on your screen, list all those 30 things you want in your life. I repeat, list all those 30 things what you want in your life for yourself. I just listed some of them, okay? Maybe a good job, a car, a big house, an iPhone, etc., etc. Like that, 30 things. Touch wood, I'll be very happy. I leave my contact details. Okay, if anyone can list them out, all those 30 things, okay, I'll be very glad to host a lunch or a dinner in the place of their choice at my cost. If you could do all those 30 things, what you want, if you could write down them, okay, then absolutely I'll take back my words. Then you'll definitely, you can prove me wrong. And don't act smart, okay? Like what happens, there are some students who think, some youngsters who think they are smart, but I don't see them smart. For example, they write like, number one, I need a Audi car. Number two, I need a Mercedes Benz. Number three, I need a what is it? Another brand of car. Like that, you write 30 car names. Okay, so that is not what you want in life. So you don't want to be a mechanic of all those cars. So therefore, don't act smart. Be truthful to yourself, and write down what are all those 30 things you want. In case if you can write, there's another exercise that can be also be done. Okay, list all those 30 things already you have in your life. I'm looking at two things. Okay, what you want to have in future, 30 things, and what you got already, those 30 things. So if you could do these two little exercises successfully, take my word, you'd be proving me wrong. I will take back my words. What did I say in the beginning? The most common problem, I'll just go back to it. We do not know what we know. We also don't know what we don't know. I summarized this into a statement because we don't know why are we studying, And we also don't know what we are studying, for example, engineering. So the fundamental root cause of all the problems what we face is because of this. And again, I repeat, I'll be very happy if any one of you who are attending to this, if you could prove me wrong. For that, you got to do two little exercises. And this is not like a group discussion, okay? Your life, you are responsible. Okay, it's your life. You got to have a clarity in terms, you're not a convent going kid anymore. You're grown up. Okay, late teens or early 20s. So now you have reasonable understanding of your requirements in your life. Therefore, you should be able to list all those 30 things. Okay, what you want in life, and also you should have that clarity in terms of what are all those 30 things you have already possessed. Some of the examples I given, I mean, maybe you have a supporting family, or you're very intelligent, you're a hard worker, etc., etc. List down 30 things what you have already got with you, and also list those 30 things what you intend to get in your life. So if you could write it, then I can withdraw my statement that we know what we know, we also don't know what we don't know. But unfortunately, let me be very blunt, and even if I sound rude also, it's okay. I have not got anyone doing it. The closest was about 26 out of 30. Why does it happen? Even we do not have the clarity of what things we want in life, or what are all the things we got in life. Why does it happen to us? And why are we like this? What you see on the screen are just a couple of staunch reasons why we are whatever we are. Some of the reasons I mentioned. The first one, how many of us have got inquisitiveness? I mean, I know everyone who is here, okay, they are into engineering, okay, and at least of these people, whoever are listening or watching, I'm sure most of you, if not everyone, must be wearing a wristwatch. And the other common thing amongst all of us, we're all engineering grads, okay, pursuing engineering, maybe in a good institutions, reputed institutions, whatever institutions. How does your wristwatch work? I'm sure you must be wearing that wristwatch maybe for last 6 months, last birthday, or since 2, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. How does it work? We never found out. Don't tell me, okay, you put a battery, it works. To tell that answer, you put a battery and it works, you don't have to study engineering. And I'm sure, okay, most of you brush your teeth, okay, if not twice a day, at least once a day, okay, and I'm sure majority of the people must be using toothpaste. When you squeeze out the tube, the paste comes out, okay. How did they put the paste inside? Every day morning, I guess in the first 30 platinum minutes of your life, you must be seeing the toothpaste and the toothbrush. How did they put the paste inside? Bloody, we are engineering students. It's an engineering aspect of it. Did you question any time? Did you find the reasons? Don't tell me it's out of syllabus. Or don't tell me I am a CSE student, so therefore I don't need to know. I'm ECE student, I don't need to know. Even if you're an ECE student, did anyone try to open a mobile phone and see how it works? Or any mechanical student who is here, if you have seen refrigerator at your home or air conditioner, did you check out how does it work? Or more importantly, okay, all those mechanical chaps who are listening to me, or electrical chaps, most of you drive bikes, okay, and there are a couple of meters on the dashboard. The one which shows the speed is called speedometer. The one which shows the mileage or the distance traveled, it's called odometer. How does it work? We drive the bike, we do stunts using the bike. We're engineering students, but we don't know how it works. We don't have that inquisitiveness. The only possible answer is, no one told me this. No one told me, or it's out of syllabus, not prescribed in the university. we do not have any inquisitiveness to know the things, at least what affects us directly. I'm not asking who is Somalia's 32nd president. I'm not asking what is the Paris 30 environmental agreement. I'm just asking a wristwatch, what you wear, a bike, what you drive, or the refrigerator or AC, what you see and what you use them. Being an engineering grads, maybe third year, fourth year, whatever it is, we have never found any inquisitiveness, curiosity to know how it works. Or I don't think anyone visited a website called howstuffworks.com. Don't tell me it's again out of syllabus. You're grown-up kids. You're not convent-going kids anymore. So if you're engineer, or if you're on the verge of becoming an engineer, if you do not know the things, what works around you directly, then we end up the way we are today. And the second interesting reason why we are like this is we are habituated to live with excuses. Since you're a child, okay, as I mentioned, we are a dilemma generation and we are quite pleased living with excuses. For example, why you got low internal marks? Maybe your parent, your brother, cousin asks. The first answer is, in our college, okay, they don't give good internal marks. Or the subject is tough. When you go to college, okay, if your teacher asks, why did you come late? The immediate reaction, okay, immediate excuse, it's not reaction, is, sir, the food in the mess was served late. My bus was late. Okay, what happened to your job? You didn't get a job, you completed graduation. Sir, there is no placement in my college. Excuse. Saying that there is no placement in my college does not help you to get a job. But we are happy living with those excuses. And if I go a bit more further, why you have studied in English medium up to 12th, now you are into engineering, you are in final year, why you don't speak English? Sir, my parents don't speak in English, sir. No one speaks in English at home. So we are very happy saying that excuse. So the point is, we have been living with those excuses. We continue to do that. This country is horrible, okay? This college is horrible. This society is horrible. Teachers are useless. Our friends are useless. I mean, all excuses. And we continue to do that. And last but not least, comparing with others. We are all copycats. Okay? Because we do not form an opinion on anything. Okay? And we do not form an opinion and we don't think on anything. We just become copycats. Because someone is taking selfie, so I take selfie. And we always think and try to impress others than impressing ourselves. I put selfie pictures as example, okay? So, two things I must mention here. We always look for others' appreciation. If others appreciate, we feel very happy. We never look at ourselves. And we cannot expect others to appreciate all the time. It's a very strange human phenomenon. I know, whenever you people buy new clothes, okay, when you go to a shop or a showroom, you put on those clothes on you, and first question you ask is, your friends or if your parents are with you, is it looking good on me? Or if no one is around, okay, then you'll ask the sales boy or sales girl, is this good on me? Suppose if you don't do it, then what you do with a new dress, you take selfies and upload on Facebook, and you'll wait how many likes come. If you get 15, 16, 17 likes, okay, then you feel very elated. Because you happen to impress others. If you don't get those likes, you get disappointed because you fail to impress others. We never do things, activities to impress your own self. So we just become copycats. Therefore, what is pleasing to others, we try to do it. We want placement, whether we work there or not, we don't know. Because we three are roommates since first year, okay? Two of them got placement. Now I'm the third roommate. I want placement also, just because they have got the placement. I want to impress them. We don't bother about the company or whatever it is, we just don't do it. And going back to the first one again, lack of inquisitiveness. I'm sure most of the colleges announce XYZ company will be carrying out the placement drive. We do not do any homework. We don't find out what the company is all about. No. Okay, some link has come. The training and placement officer asked us to fill up some data. We fill it up, send in some resume, some copied, extracted document. We submit. That's it. We have no idea what the company is like. If someone asks you what is Infosys all about, tell in 5 sentences, we don't know. So if we are like this, we do not have inquisitiveness to know things, and we keep living with excuses, and we are trying to compare with others and feel unhappy about it. We will always feel like this, whatever we are today. Absolutely. There's no other reason. Okay? And more importantly, coupled with those 3 reasons, okay? More importantly, what you see on your screen now, a picture and a text. A picture with a few people pedaling a bicycle on the left of your screen, and on the right, you see some university question paper of some BTech program in some institution. Okay? I'm sure that BTech program paper is of first year. Okay? So those are here listening to me or saying this program, okay, whether you're second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year, okay, look at both of them. The one on the left, I think all the participants can pedal a bicycle. You can all ride a bicycle. When did you learn that? Maybe when you are in a convent, when you are in 4th standard, when you are 5th standard, 6th standard, 10th standard. Today, if someone gives you a bicycle, would you say, I cannot pedal this bicycle? I'm sure, I bet everyone would say, no, I can ride this bicycle. I can pedal this bicycle. On the contrary, the question paper, what you see on your right side of the screen, it's a kind of an engineering chemistry. I'm sure everyone would have read. So how many of you can answer all those questions and secure 100 out of 100? All of you can pedal a bicycle and you will not fall on the ground. But how many of you can answer the question paper and secure 100 out of 100 or even pass? So the pedaling bicycle you learned maybe 10 years back, you have not forgotten. But this question paper or this subject, maybe you studied 2 years back or 1.5 years back or at max 3 years back. It's gone, it's evaporated, it disappeared. Why does it happen? So are we learning things in life or are we simply studying? Even that studying, I think it's a wrong word. Are we memorizing things or are we just doing a compliance? Because it has been told, so I read, I prepare before the exam, remember certain formulae, remember certain answers, remember certain diagrams, go through previous question papers and answer them. And I vomit, okay? And get some good grades, good points. That's the end of it. We are not learning anything seriously. It's a strong statement, but I'm sorry, but I have to say it. We are not learning. Because any learning in life is permanent. I just cited one example. You all learned when you are a child, if you insert your finger into electrical plug point, it gives you a shock. Or if you catch hold of a snake, it is dangerous, it will bite you. No one told you in class. No one told you, it's not told by a teacher in a formal classroom. You have learned that. It is not gone, it's permanent. On the other side, what subjects you have prepared, you studied, the so-called study, it's all disappeared. We do not know it. So are we studying or learning? You have been studying until 12th, but engineering takes not just studying, applying and learning. Without that, that is not engineering. That is the reason why we are like this today. There's no other reason. There's no other reason. Absolutely. Okay. So it's up to you guys whether I'm studying or I'm memorizing or am I learning anything. You got to check it out. Then if so, this all a gloomy picture. You may think, okay. You may think it's all gloomy picture. Don't be. Okay. Is there anything that I should do, or is there anything I can change? Yes, certainly. Certainly we can. Okay. Let me put, if you're an engineering student, any branch of engineering, if you have not read these books, okay, you it's very difficult for you to be a good engineering graduate. In fact, I put two titles here. Incidentally, both the titles, they're fiction novels. They're written by Dan Brown, easily downloadable and free. The first one, a novel that talks, the last symbol, that talks on physics, mechanical engineering, computer science, architecture. Okay, it's all about these four subjects and electrical engineering. How many of you read it? I don't know. Maybe you can leave a message, sir, I've read it. If you have read it, it helps you to understand how Google works. Basic questions. We don't know how Google works. All we know is we just type in something and Google comes out with some answers. How does it work? And those CSE students here, okay? It's a pity because these people keep using jargons like they talk on machine learning, artificial intelligence, big data, cloud. Okay? And if you have not read the other fiction that's written by Dan Brown called Origin, you have not understood the applications of artificial intelligence, machine learning. So if you're an engineering student, for you to see the application of this engineering and the interlinking, touch wood, if you go through, if you read this, they're fiction, they're novels. Okay, if you read them, okay, your antennas in the brain will open up. Not just for getting a job, okay, even to enhance your career. We're not doing it. We're not even reading into textbooks. Okay, so then you may say, forget about reading it. If you're not doing it, you are at loss. And then what do you watch? Yeah, all those boys and girls. Okay, what do you watch normally on your mobile screen or on television? I'm sure you must be watching something like this, what you see, okay, on my screen, maybe most of them. We're all very happy watching these things. Or something like this, not necessarily the same titles what I put. I know every boy and girl who are here, they can identify all those characters and they must be watching these things on their YouTube at the time, whenever they get leisure time. They follow it. I'm not saying you should not watch them, but there are worth watching things, what you see on your screen. And all those three things, what you see on your screen now, I don't think anyone has watched. The first one is a Ship of Theseus. The second one is Newton. Okay. And I must also tell, okay, the first two, they are films. And even third one, they are films. Okay. And Ship of Theseus and Newton, they are Indian films. You may think, no, they're all, okay, international films. They're not Indian. They're Indian films. And they're not made in 1980s or 90s or 70s. They're made in 2020s. And Ship of Theseus picture won a national award by Government of India. And Newton came just before the last elections. They're all Indian actors, Indian actresses. You can get subtitles. You can see them. How many of you seen them? I have no idea. And there is a reason why I'm just questioning this. Ship of Theseus talks about a young girl, okay, who is blind and who is an expert in photography. Can you imagine a blind person being an expert in photography? You will see an engineering marvel in it. What kind of Jugaad, technology they use to make a blind person a good photographer. A small technique. How many of you seen them? And the last but not the least, an American film called Hidden Figures. If you are a girl and if you are studying engineering, you must watch this film. All those three girls, three women, what you see on the screen, they are all alive. I think one of them passed away last year. They're all real stories. How they come up, and one of them becomes a boss in IBM. Okay, and in one of the person's, a lady's name, they have put a huge building as a memory to her. She starts her career as a COBOL programmer. It's a real life story. They're not fantasies. I'm not saying you should not watch the run-of-the-mill films, commercial films. I'm not saying you should not. You watch whatever. You watch Talaivar, you watch Power Star or Junior India. It doesn't matter. But in addition to that, because these are some of the films that help you to overcome. Okay, they enhance your inquisitiveness. They make you to come out of those excuses. Okay, they help you to build a personality of yours. They help you to build an opinion. So if you're not doing it, you're damaging yourself. Again, I repeat, the first two films, they're Indian films. You got to watch them. It helps you to form an opinion. This is what happens, okay? You can have a debate about these films in your classrooms, which helps. Okay, and another very common thing, what people keep talking, most common problem, even I was told, you should address our lack of proficiency in terms of English. I say, even in terms of any language, we don't have any proficiency. I'm sorry to say this, but this is truth. Whatever language you speak at home, whether you speak Telugu, Kannada, Hindi, Marathi, Bengali, or Tamil, it doesn't matter. Can you speak in 10 sentences about yourself without using any other foreign language? Try it. Any language. You'll definitely gain proficiency. So if you're not doing, I know most of the students and the organizers are from Andhra, so I put a small pick of a very interesting book that's available for all those who speak Telugu. How many of you youngsters have seen a book like this? It's freely downloadable. And in fact, if I ask how many alphabets are there, okay, in Telugu, I think there will be a debate now, whether it's 52 or 56 or 58, 59. Okay, that's the status. A language, what we speak, we can't speak in that language properly. Okay, and unfortunately, whether you like it, you don't like it, the only way you can achieve all those 5-6 things, one of the means you can achieve in your life is through enhancing English. For those who have been listening to me since beginning, I put a sentence in the beginning. I'm Kannada speaking Andhra from Maharashtra with a Malayali complexion, with a Gujarati surname. I must tell you, I never studied in English medium until my engineering. Okay, I'm a pass out from a government high school in Sanskrit medium, and I'm a pass out in a government junior college in Telugu medium. Okay, and then I came into engineering. Okay, so at this age, and I did my engineering way back, none of you were even born. Okay, we could learn English, we could speak English, and we can speak English. Why can't your generation? Because everything you got at your fingertips. What stops you from learning it? And in fact, you guys are lucky. Most of you have studied in medium. Your medium of instruction in schooling and 12th was English, but you failed to speak. What is stopping from you? What is stopping you from speaking good English or speaking English? Only yourself, no one else. No one else. Therefore, how can I speak better in English? First and foremost, you got to come out, okay, that English is a tough language. Believe me, touch wood, English has got only 26 alphabets. If you could spare 30 minutes a day for yourself, okay, so these 30 minutes are for myself, okay, and for me to improve my English. Nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you. You can. It's only a matter of time. You got to come out of that. You got to build a self-belief saying that, okay, I am going to improve. I'm going to be better tomorrow. And I'm going to spend, come what may, 30 minutes for enhancing my English. And because you guys are very habituated, okay, to join programs, I just listed some of them. Join TCS ION. There's a 1 week program on communication. Okay, it's free of cost. There's no money. Just Google TCS ION 1 week program on communication. You'll get the details. Register. They'll tell you better, okay, how to acquire proficiency in English. And if you finish it off, you may go to TCS ION 2 week program. But even if you get a certificate from TCS ION 2 week program, or even if you get a certificate of 1 week program from TCS ION, what is more important is yourself spending 30 minutes a day for yourself. You got to prepare your mindset first. I'm going to learn English. I'm going to not learn, I'm going to speak English, because you've already learned this language. You know it. 30 minutes. Then you don't tell me, okay, my friends, they all pull my legs if I speak in English, Even if you don't speak in English, your friends will pull your legs down when you don't get a job. That's bound to happen. And there is a strange phenomena, okay? What happens in a class or even among the friend groups, okay? What do really happen? People who don't speak English, they all form a group, okay? Either you all very comfortable in talking to each other in Telugu or even chatting to each other in Telugu, we are very comfortable in that. We form that group and we never go out of that group because there are other people who speak English, so we don't allow such fellows in our group. We form a group. We live in that cocoon with a huge inferiority that we cannot speak English. So this is very dangerous. That's why I said first you got to come out of that mindset. English is one of the easiest languages. I have no shame in admitting, okay, that some of the languages what I learned, both Indian and international, I found English is one of the easiest languages to do it. And like any other language, how do we get to speak better in English? The only way is through practice. Don't tell me my parents don't talk, my friends don't talk, okay? My teachers don't talk. These are all excuses. Because if you say those excuses in the interview, when you can't speak better English, they will not give you a job. In fact, they will kick you out. So you got to find a way and means. Okay? That way and means is this. Practice speaking in front of the mirror. If no one is supporting you, read something and speak something in front of a mirror. This is in fact one of the very interesting aspect that you can do. You will know, okay, how horrible I am or how good I am, okay, or where I need to improve in terms of my English. Okay, you take something and read in front of a mirror and then close it and then speak. Maybe start with small sentences. Small sentences. 2 sentences. I am Bhaskar Patel. Okay, I am from Anantapur. I speak 12 languages. I did my graduation in engineering with specialization in mechanical. Okay, so like that, I mean, you start speaking in front of a mirror. It tells you, it gives you confidence. If you can't speak first, you read something in English in front of a mirror. Remember, this is a very interesting exercise, okay, that can help you. You don't need your friends. Yeah, if you have friends, it's fine. Whatever you find in English, go in front of a mirror and start reading it. Gradually, you will go to a stage where you can speak. And it helps you to come out of your inhibitions, unwanted phobias, the inferiority complex that I cannot speak. You can come out of it. This is not, I'm not preaching it. This is a time-tested thing. People have done it ages and ages. Even I have done it. So I know what it is like. So therefore, the only way, in addition to getting those certificate courses or attending some CRT programs, okay, those things don't help you to improve, to speak better in English. What can help you is the practicing the language. If you are not practicing, it does not help. How did you language you speak? Whether you speak Tamil, you speak Telugu or Kannada, because you practiced it since the time you were a child. Therefore, you have some proficiency in that language. Same is the case with English. Same is the case with English. And coupled with that, watch something in English. That's what I've shown, some of the worthwhile things that you can watch in English on your YouTube or your phone or on your television. And read something worthwhile that helps you to provide basic understanding into engineering and the allied technologies, advancements. And it also helps you to improve your English. So your proficiency in listening, reading, writing, speaking, all of them will improve overall. And it doesn't take a lifetime to do it. Okay, as I mentioned, 30 minutes a day, if you do it for 100 days, 100 days is hardly a semester. Okay, 3 months and half, less than half. If you could give 30 minutes a day, combined with those TCS certifications, touch wood, I would challenge why you wouldn't become a proficient master in terms of expressing yourself in English better. But if you're not doing, okay, if you're not doing, you're cheating yourself. I'll tell you the danger, okay? I'll tell you the biggest danger if you do not learn English properly, if you do not speak English properly, if you do not write English properly. Forget about your job, employment, everything. You'll be an engineer, okay, whether you learn or you don't learn English, you'll be an engineer. You may get your master's or you may do your PhD or you may get a job. Everyone is bound to get a job here. Okay, after 5-6 years, you all become parents. You'll have kids. You'll have your own family. Okay, your kid. Maybe after your kid goes to school, you come back from work and your kid comes back and asks you to help in her assignment or in his assignment. You'll have to write 6-7 sentences. You'll write and give it to your daughter or son. They'll be very happy. They'll go to school. Next day evening when you come back, they'll throw you the book on your face. My teacher has given 0 points for this. You fellow, you say you're a doctorate, you're an MTech, you're an engineer. You can't write 5 sentences in English. And I got a 0 grade in this assignment. And that little girl or boy gives you a look. Okay? And then with the very respect you lose as a parent, because they make a statement, they realize that my father, my mother, my mommy, my daddy do not know anything. And you're gone. So if not for the job, if not for the company, okay, at least for your family, you got to learn English. I don't say learn, you all know you got to speak English. And the best way, I have tried it, so therefore do it. Talking, okay? And then, I'm not preaching philosophy here, okay? I'm not preaching any philosophy here, okay? You got to take control of your life. You got to be responsible for your life. So when you think it is your life, you are responsible for it, automatically you would think of questions like, what do I want to be in life? I'm into engineering now. What next? What am I doing next? How am I going to be in next 5 years, next 10 years? You can think all those things, you'll get all those questions when you take responsibility for your life. This is true for a student studying in engineering or a person working in an organization. How am I going to be in next 5 years, next 10 years? Am I going to still live with all those excuses? Am I still going to live the dumb ass the way I was? Am I still going to compare always with others and be unhappy about it? Or am I taking responsibility for my life? Remember, what you think, you become. Whatever you think, you become that. So for you to do that, you got to own the responsibility. You got to have a roadmap for yourself. Maybe you're in third year or fourth year. This is how I want to be after 5 years from now. This is how I want to be 10 years from now. So for that to happen, one interesting tool is your reading habit, your speaking ability, and what kind of things you talk, what kind of things you watch. That's why I brought in some names of the films, I brought in some books, I brought in some certificate programs. And as the theme says, okay, as the theme says, it's like career guidance, motivation, etc., etc. Okay. And how many of you know what's the difference between a job and a career? You got to understand, are you looking for a job or are you looking for a career? Okay. Job is any engagement wherein you contribute either physical or mental work and for which you get money. That's a job. Are you guys looking for jobs? Or are you guys looking for a career? Job is hardly 1 year or 1.5 years. And job is someone gives you a job. A company gives, or you know someone, your uncle, your chachi, chacha, okay? Your cousin, brother, they can recommend somewhere, they will put some jack, or your placement officer or your principal, they can get you, they can help you to get a job. But a career, no one can help you. You got to build it. Career is next 35 to 40 years of your work life. Job is only for a day or a year. That's a job. There are people who will help you. Like maybe I am giving you some lecture. Your training and placement people might be helping you in terms of preparation of some of you for your interviews. Okay. Or your cousin or your uncle, your father may get some recommendation from Jack for you to get a job somewhere. That's only first step. And next 35, 40 years of work, that's career. No one will be there to help you to build your career. Only you can do it. Only you can do it. You cannot build a career. You cannot build a career without doing what all I said so far. Getting a job is not tough or impossible. I always keep saying this in every platform. There is no problem for employment in India. There is no problem for employment in India, but there is a problem for employability. Am I employable? Am I employable? That's the most important aspect that we need to remember. Therefore, don't look for a job. Job is bound to come. Whatever I've been saying so far, you do it, touch wood. Okay? Everyone will get a job. But more importantly, you got to build a career. And especially those who are in third year, fourth year, you do this exercise as well. Just in 2 A4 sheets. Okay? You have studied 3.5 years or 4 years of engineering. Just in 2 A4 sheets, if you could write your, what are all the competencies you have acquired as an engineering student, engineering graduate? What skills you have developed as an engineering student, any branch, it does not matter. Okay? I'm not looking at your branch of engineering or anything. What competencies you have got and what skills you have acquired and what are your proficiencies as an engineering student. So if you could write this in just 2 A4 sheets, okay, let's leave out 2 A4 sheets, even in 1 page, if you can fill up 1 page with only these 3 things. I don't want your percentage, okay? I don't want your grades. I don't want which college you have studied. I just need, if you can write in 1 A4 sheet, what are your competencies as an engineering graduate? What skills you have acquired and what proficiencies you have. If you could do it, touch wood, any organization would grab you with both hands. 100%. This is my open challenge to all those who are listening. There's no doubt about it. Okay? So therefore, it's very important for you to understand these kinds of things. Moving on, a couple more things. And the other way of improving your spoken English, okay? I just put it here. Download. Okay. I think most of the mobiles have got those uh, apps. Okay. Every mobile what you use, I'm sure it must have some apps. How many have got the dictionary app in their mobile phone? And even if you have one, how often you use it, how frequently you use it, check it out. This is another way. I mean, you can spending 30 minutes a day to enhance your English. Okay, in that 30 minutes, 5 minutes could be in this. And then have you downloaded Words Maya app? Another very interesting app. Okay, maybe it will cost about 12-13 rupees per year. It's worth. If you're not, I know every mobile will have dumped with lots of apps, but these are the useful apps which can help you to feel you better and will help you to build a career for you guys in the times to come. Okay. And then last, I'm into a couple of my slides. How many of you know, or how many of you prepared a video resume? Yes, you're all 21st century technocrats. You guys will be working in machine learning, artificial intelligence, cloud, okay, distributed databases, etc., etc. Okay, maybe using Python, okay, those kind of things. Have you made a video resume, or still struggling with to make those 2 A4 sheets of hard copy of a resume? And that video resume, just 2 minutes, 2 minutes video. It's like telling about yourself in 2 minutes. You can try it out. You can take a selfie video telling about all your competencies, skills, proficiencies, your achievements, and what you can contribute to your company. Can you say all those things in 2 minutes and record a selfie video? That's your video resume. This is another very, very interesting exercise. Okay. It really helps us to improve, to enhance our communication and presentation. The reason, one reason why I insist everyone should do this video resume. Video resume is nothing. Okay. It's just a 2 minute selfie video. Okay. Just 2 minute selfie video wherein you talk about yourself. What are your skills? What are your proficiency? What are your competencies? That's it. You prepare, okay, and make it a 2 minute video. I'll be happy if you can speak for 2 minutes and make a video for yourself. But it's worth doing. It's really worth doing. The one important reason, those guys, when they clear the written exams and those kind of things, when they go for interview, your interviews at the entry level, the HR interview or whatever it is, or even technical interview, they won't be for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes. Those 3-4 persons who sit and interview, they will be seeing you first time. Okay, they'll be talking to you for hardly 2-3 minutes or at max 5 minutes. So they will decide whether you are selected or not selected. So within those 2-3 minutes, you should be able to tell what all the things you acquired in the last 18 years, what are all you are good at. Okay, what are all your skills that you have got. All those things have to come out in 2-3 minutes. Just imagine 18 years, 19 years of life, your skills, your proficiency, your competencies, your qualifications, all of that has to come in 2 minutes. How can you do it? Therefore, you do a video resume. It will really, really help you. Okay. I think my clock is touching 11:27. Okay. If you have, there are a few questions I'll try to answer. I left my mail ID. In case if you still have got any query, you can shoot me a mail, and you can find me in LinkedIn. And I'm not on Facebook. Okay. I'm in LinkedIn because LinkedIn is a professional network. So in case if you got to talk to me anytime, you can find me in LinkedIn or shoot me a mail. There were a few questions. Let me see if I can answer them. How to develop our personality skill set? First and foremost, I am not convinced with the question because there are no things called personality skills. There are personality traits, and skills are different. Skill, for example, if you are an engineering student, if you can work on, I'm talking the domain skills. If you can work on Photoshop, that's a skill. Okay, if you can work well with Excel, that's a skill. Or if you're very good in making slides, maybe using Canva or Google Slides, then that's a skill. Okay, these are domain skills. And then the social skills. Social skills are like, one of them I focused today was on communication. Okay, and ability to lead a group. And life skills. Life skills are how do we link whatever we are studying to the life aspects. So I always ask engineering students, okay, how do I understand God from an engineering perspective? I repeat, how do I understand God from an engineering perspective? Or how do I understand a word in English called beauty? What is beauty from an engineering perspective? So that's a kind of a life skills. So there are different sets of skills. Whatever you are focusing, okay, you got to acquire them. Hope I have answered your question. There is another question: how to perform the skills we know in a better way. I don't know. The smart people, they create opportunities to showcase their skills. See, to tell you, I learned a new skill, okay, using Canva and Google Slides to make the slides whatever. Okay, I spent about 5 hours. Now I learned a skill. Now I'm showing that here. Hmm? And there is another question: what is the meaning of employment and employability? Yeah, the employment, the number of jobs in India. Okay, there are plenty of them. A lot of jobs are available, but employability. But the people who are available to take these jobs, they are not fit. They do not have any skills, they don't have any competency, they don't have any proficiency. What all they got a piece of paper. I am BTech or I am MTech, I am a doctorate, I am M Pharmacy, I am a B Pharmacy. That's all. They got qualifications, they don't have that education. So when you don't have the education, you don't have employability. Therefore, you don't become employable. But there are plenty of jobs to grab, but people are to be fit for it. So that's what I mean to say employability. I think whatever little questions I had, I answered. So still, my mail ID is on your screen. And as I mentioned, find me in LinkedIn. I hope I've raised enough questions and enough curiosity among all the young minds. Wishing you good luck, and I thank all the organizers for this opportunity. Thank you very much.
So thank you, sir. So thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable speech, sir. For you given a wonderful information to the young people. Sir, it will be very useful information for their career, sir, as well as their employability. I mean, after completion of their engineering courses, the young people, they are going to be the benefit a lot with the help of your information and valuable information, sir. I hope you all the participants are enjoyed a lot. And this is a beautiful session, I think so. I hope you even see most of the people are interacted in the live chat also. So given a sir also given a valuable points. Thank you, sir. One second. Thank you, sir. One second. Thank you, sir. So tomorrow also we have a session. So like this. So tomorrow we have see by Mr. E. Suresh Kumar, Senior Manager from Ashok Leyland. Same timing. So 10 minutes before every one of you. So 10 minutes before every one of you need to join. Okay. So the tomorrow also we have a good session like today. So so any see the session link, the program link should be communicated by through email or WhatsApp. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, everyone, for participating in today's session.
Thank you, sir.